Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Virgo for June 2025. And this is just going to be a look into what might be happening for you guys in June 2025. What is going down? What do you need to be aware of, know about? We're going to talk all about it here. So buckle up. And of course, hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here as well if you're interested in Virgo. I mean, who wouldn't be? But I gotta say that just keep in mind energy is fluid. So if you feel like I'm describing the situation from your point of view, but using Virgo, just be aware energies can flip that easy. So let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl here to clear set the energy and do a mini meditation. But if you don't have time for that, you just want to listen to the cards, I completely understand. Go ahead and check the timestamps in the pinned comment below as well as the description box of this video. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times. And during that time, I just want you to relax, to open up your energy, to think about the person you may be kind of manifesting, if that is the case for you guys. Whatever it is, we'll see what Spirit has to say by first connecting in this. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys for the month of June in love and romance. I kind of want to pick up on what's going down because I feel some of you guys are like anticipating, I don't know, anticipating someone, anticipating a date that some of you guys already have on lock. It could be a first date or it could be like something you've been really excited about to see this person. I feel for a few of you. Again, this is just the early things I'm picking up on. Tell me what the cards have to say, Spirit. So the first card out we have is addiction. Ooh, I could see why there's anticipation there, right? And it says codependent obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. Ooh, you know what? I'm getting very strong Capricorn energy with this. So some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you could have strong Capricorn in your chart. Does not have to be the case, of course. But I feel there's just this bond between the two of you. I wouldn't say it's like an emotional bond, but it's a chemistry bond. It's a thing where you guys can't get enough of each other even when you know there shouldn't be much more to it. Like, I don't know, I get this energy of you guys being kind of obsessed with each other, wanting to see each other, but then also there's a little bit of chaos in the mix of this. I feel like you guys could get annoyed with each other. You guys could call each other out and then have like makeup sex, you know, that's intense and like gets you really back linked to one another. That's what I feel is going down here. The letter A is really sticking out to me. As an Alex, as an Allison, first, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. Whoa, okay. I'm seeing a chain smoker for some of you guys out there too. Again, cigarettes, weed, I don't know. I'm seeing that, even like a vape pen that someone always uses. Ooh, and then we have this satyr. Yeah, and it says revelry and indulgence. Yeah, this feels like one of those very strong karmic connections here. But again, like, I wonder if there's some sort of thing that's meant to happen in this that's supposed to evolve the connection, or that you're supposed to experience in the month of June to really see the truth of this as it is. I see this person likes to tell you what you need to hear, what you want to hear. I see this as this like little dudes playing with like the little pipes, right? Just kind of fiddling to the tune of what you want to hear. But then they do something different. Or, you know, there's a complete 180. Once you guys hang out, hook up, then they kind of just switch on you. But right now they're in that mode of, you know, luring you again. of wanting to contact you, of wanting to see you, like, I need to see you again. Very sexual messages I'm getting from this person, sexual text messages, winks. That's how they know how to seduce. I'll give them that. But there's something here maybe that some of you are seeing is like a chain link between the two of you, where you both know, or maybe one of you only knows, that this may not be best for you. But again, there's something that gratifies you being with this person. And it could be like a sexual release. It could be, you know, a sensual intimacy, intensity between the two of you. But yeah, I am getting this type of vibe here with the satyr and this addiction that very much you guys feed off of each other sexually. I gotta say, it feels that way. And there's someone who's worried about shaving right now, hasn't shaved in a while, maybe is looking to shave soon, shave before you see them, I don't know. Again, it's not for everyone, obviously, but some of the time Spirit likes to confirm these small things for me, for some people out there. I'm also seeing someone with like an ivy tattoo. Tell me more. Okay. Then we have Dragonfly. You bring light to this world. Ooh, so the dragonfly may mean something to you on a very personal level. Some of you may be seeing dragonflies, and here's your confirmation of the synchronicity. So I can see why they want to keep this connection going. There's one of you definitely, and again, cross-watcher, flip it around, but as I'm talking to Virgo, you are on a higher frequency right now. And maybe you have been since you met this person. Now, does it feel good to kind of dip down a little bit to indulge into like the sexual vibe, the sexual flattery? Sure. But overall, I do think that your light is very, very bright. And I think that you catch a lot of people's intentions. You catch a lot of people noticing you, being drawn into you. And especially these type that they get very hungry and they can't wait, right? And so I feel like some of you guys are kind of starting to see the pattern, A, of this person, and will it ever change? B, kind of seeing how, honestly, they may need you more than you need them. And I think for the first time in a long time, you guys are really starting to figure that out, especially when you start to kind of like detach a little bit or try to keep things a little bit more, I wouldn't say professional, but maybe more, you know, friendship wise. Like they're like, what? What, you're trying to switch up on me? This is how it's been. This is how I like it. Let's not change this, because you are kind of what keeps me going in my love life. You're the one that I can always rely to, you know, have my sexual indulgence be taken care of. For sure, you know how to please them exactly, Virgo. But there's something about this that's like lighting up. Like I'm seeing a light bulb flicker. Like it's like, damn, I get it now. So let's get into the tarot to see what that thing really is that you guys are coming to the realization of about this person and about this situation. Tell me more, Spirit, for Virgo. Okay. So the Four of Cups. Ooh, yeah. Interesting. Cancer energy. You know, maybe some of you at the beginning of this or while it lasted for a bit, it was exciting, it was fun, it was passionate. But with Four of Cups in June, maybe some of you are like, I'm kind of bored of how this has been going. Like, I'm bored of the same thing. Like, this person's not going to change. They're not going to, you know, want something of where I want it to be at. And some of you are kind of starting to realize maybe you're not becoming as emotionally fulfilled or excited about this anymore. Yeah, Two of Swords. We're going to get all the cards out first, and then we're going to do a deep dive. But I can already see where this is going for a lot of you. The Hierophant. I think that's part of the light bulb that's going off for some of you guys. Ooh, and the Sun. Interesting. You can have what you want, Virgo. I just got to say, but it may not be with this person. And maybe that's the idea that's fully coming into focus for some of you guys. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. There are two fours here. Your birthday could be September 4th, September 14th, August 24th for some of you guys. But yeah, there is someone that has been trying to keep this going, that wants to hold on to this, that really wants to hold on to you. But the problem is, it's the way they like it, the way they want it. And that's kind of what they're interested in. The Four of Pentacles can definitely be a self-serving type of energy, definitely like mine, you know? And I think like you guys are kind of seeing for a while, maybe it was flattering how much they wanted to keep this going with you, how hungry they were for you. But when it's one-sided and they're not willing to compromise on maybe moving this forward to something more fulfilling for you, I think that's where you're starting to see, yeah, maybe this isn't for me with the Four of Cups here. And I think something happened in the recent past that really showed you guys this person's really about themselves. And it could be the way that they canceled on something that meant a lot to you, or that they kind of just, you know, maybe you guys had more of a conversation wanting to know where this could go, and they're still not offering more as far as hanging out with you more or spending more intimate time with you. It just feels more like on their terms, and you've had enough of it. And maybe they've had, you know, things before to keep this going, like, oh yeah, I'll keep you in mind. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. But they're not changing. They're set in their ways. And I think there's something that happened recently that really made that clear to you, Virgo. So let's get into it. At the dead center, we have the Four of Cups, excuse me. Again, Cancer energy. There's a little bit of that like passion that's dying, that intensity that's fading away. And I think it's because you realizing the different frequency that you're on. I think it's realizing that they're not fulfilling you in the same ways they did before. And yes, maybe the sex is good, but that can only last so long. If it's the same thing and the same, you know, type of way that you guys carry about this connection, it is going to die down a bit. The passion that was once there, where it was all new and exciting, isn't the same anymore. And I think someone is kind of getting bored of this in general. And I think the other person who still wants to keep this going is going to try to pull things into full gear. That's where I think this satyr is noticing someone else going into Four of Cups and does not want to lose that at all. So you may see them start to kind of reach out to you a bit more, that you pulled away, and more that you are not engaged as much. And isn't that interesting? When you're fully engaged, when you're fully wanting this, they kind of just take it for granted. But once you kind of just are becoming over it, that's when they want to participate. I don't know. That's how it feels. A lot of you guys are starting to see this. Someone always wears ankle socks too. You or this other person. Now what's crossing this is the Two of Swords, Libra energy. Now this could be a challenge card or an emphasis card. If it's an emphasis card, yeah, I could definitely see that it's been hard for someone still to realize, maybe even if things are fading down or dying down, can I fully let this go? Would that be the right decision? It's definitely caused some mental conflict within someone because of the past experience and the intensity of it all. But again, I think someone is weighing the other side of it, being like, well, I haven't felt that same intensity in a bit. It was, when it happened, yeah, it was hitting me hard and it felt very strong, but it hasn't felt that way for a long time. Would I be wrong in assuming that it's not going to happen again? Someone's kind of in that conflict here. I'm seeing someone that could be bilingual or even have an accent that's pretty noticeable when they talk. Now, if this is a challenge card, then I definitely feel you are seeing this other person in the Two of Swords mindset, right? Like feeling as if this person is kind of avoiding certain conversations or is avoiding what you want them to hear about your side or what you want them to hear as far as your needs go. They're just completely not open to it and want to ignore it and want to sweep it under the rug. And that doesn't feel good, right? That's what's making you emotionally kind of detached from this with the Four of Cups overall. What's crowning this is the Hierophant. So this is really interesting. Taurus energy, Capricorn energy for me as a reader personally. I think some of you guys are coming to that period in your life where you're realizing you want a soul partner, a life partner, someone that you can rely on, someone that you can depend on, and start to find those roots in that. I do think that you were looking for someone that has a little bit more complexity as far as, you know, the depth of conversations as far as like, you know, philosophical conversations, political conversations, you know, just kind of more spiritual based conversations that I think, you know, you can't really have with this person. Maybe you guys see things differently. Maybe, you know, someone with the Four of Pentacles could be so stubborn with their thoughts and ways that it's hard for them to be open-minded. And they may even be a little condescending when they, you know, talk to other people about their beliefs if it's not, you know, 100% their way. And I think some of you, you kind of see that this person may kind of sometimes treat you a little bit like they're above you or something, or that they have the upper hand in this, that they have the rule in this. And what they say is how it's going to go here. You know, the Hierophant is very much like orthodox type of like structural. In the highest vibration, it could be very beautiful. It could be a lifestyle change that you want to implement and stay dedicated to and commit yourself to. But here, what I'm feeling, although it's not in the reverse, I still kind of see that there has been some sort of way this connection has been for too long, that you've outgrown it and you want something more. And that's completely fine. And you want someone that can partner with you. You want someone that can see things the way you see them and validate you on that and make you feel honored and make you feel appreciated in that. The respect, I feel, is what is the main factor here that you are kind of opening up to, that either had a little bit of a lack of, or that you feel like has completely fallen out of place the longer this has been going on between the two of you. And you want to be respected. You want to be honored in that way. And you want your voice to matter. You want you to matter. And for them to own that and to honor that and to respect that. Damn. And again, maybe someone's recently been going through a spiritual awakening. We have many. I always have them. So it's not like maybe your first big one, but something where I think as you kind of study and research, you know, new interests in your life or spiritual things in your life, you are kind of seeing the growth that you have versus this other person. Not saying you're better, but saying that you may be a little bit more spiritually evolved, which is showing you the lower vibration of this and the truth of the matter. Now, what's reading this is the Sun card, Leo energy. You know, when I saw this card fall on the table, I did feel it was your energy. So some of you could have like Leo rising or Leo moon, or you could be like Leo Virgo cuspers. Of course, doesn't have to be, but this is the light that they feel grounds them in this, that makes them feel like they want to hold on to this. You make them very happy. You are a light in their love life. You're definitely someone that, makes them feel accomplished and successful, especially if you are very good looking. This person does think a little bit superficially, and I think you know that, Virgo. And they love your smile. They love to make you laugh. I do kind of want to clarify the Sun card though, because why would you, you know, mess all of this up, you know, consciously or subconsciously, if the Sun's reading this in a way? Why are you unwilling to compromise this to lose the Sun? That's what I want to know. Tell me more about this Sun card energy for Virgo. Huh. Yeah, the Emperor with authority. Officially, guys, you have 444 here in your spread. Angel number, look it up. Something about putting structure back in place. Oh, I get a very strong feeling from this action. And the Lover's card, my goodness, with the Three of Swords. Whoa. Libra energy, Gemini energy, Aries energy here. Okay, so this is what I was getting. With this combination here, someone has been growing confidence within themselves. Someone has been kind of restructuring their worth and wanting to put that more forward. So let's just say someone was a little bit more compromising before, go with the flow. They're realizing by being too much like that, it's let someone think that they could just have things their way all the time. Not this time. Someone has come to the realization of their power. Someone has come to the realization of their authority and using that to instill boundaries or to instill expectations. And once that has been awoken, it's not going to change. It's been like a empowered masculine that someone's tapping into to finally set boundaries, to set expectations. And that's what they would expect from someone that's a soulmate, that's a lover. They expect someone to work in harmony with them. And that's where I think some of you guys are realizing the harmony and the working together is what's lacking here. That you still can have, like I said. I think some of you are just realizing it's not this person. And it's becoming very, very clear in June. But I do think, Virgo, with everything that's been going on between the two of you, that they think this is working great, that this is working fine. And they may be only seeing this in their perspective because for the longest time, maybe it was only to their standards and to their boundaries. And they think that the way you guys have been getting along in this is exactly what they would want in a connection. But maybe there's different love languages here. Maybe there's different expectations here. But I think they're going to be a little bit devastated with this love card here. I think more in a way than they expect to. Because I think there has been some sort of deep sensual bond created here that draws you guys in, that has kept you linked up. But it's unfortunate that, you know, again, it's just not what they want. What you want is not what they want. And I think that's the real realization here coming together. And I think you want more maturity in someone. I think that, you know, even if they are older than you, I feel like still there's a lot of immaturity and you want someone to be more responsible, accountable, hold it down. In the recent past, we have the Page of Swords. Yeah, air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So this person could be younger than you, perhaps, and maybe that's why this Emperor card is here so strongly, but I feel in the recent past it's been quiet between the two of you, and again, that could be some of the, due to the silence, you've been reflecting a lot on this situation and maybe kind of thinking, damn, like, is this really for me? Meanwhile, they're kind of doing the same bout of maybe where there's this push and pull time between the two of you, hot and cold. They are, you know, or have been up into a point where they recently hit you up or soon will, watching you, seeing your social media, checking on what you're doing, making sure that, you know, there's still opportunity there through, you know, your social media, or if you don't have social media, even asking about you, you know, keeping the image alive between the two of you and their third eye about you, thinking of the memories there. That could definitely be, you know, the air energy that is still keeping you guys mentally, telepathically connected. But I do think for a lot of you, they recently reached out and the reception was different that you gave them. It was a little bit more guarded. It was a little bit more, oh, cool. Hey, what's up? Not like, oh, I've been thinking about you. I've been wondering what you've been up to. It was just more a little bit cold. And that shook them a bit. And now they're planning here. They're planning, or have been in the past. How can I fix this? What can I do to mend this? They're on that strategy because, again, they definitely sense you're in Four of Cups mode here. All right, Virgo, to see the likely outcome of the situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to the end of June, you need to be prepared of, be aware of. We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. Pull some more tarot oracle cards to just dive deeper into this whole situation so you could be more well-informed. And if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video where you will find a link to Patreon, which will take you to the extended reading. Also, check out my Mermaid Scales Tarot membership on Patreon for those of you that really love my channel. I'm going to be, you know, providing my channel subscribers unlimited access to all the extended readings I post, so you can cross-watch, watch your moon, rising Venus, and also be providing exclusive content as well. So this channel subscription is really for my biggest fans, and if you love my channel, I don't think you'd be disappointed with everything that I have planned for you guys. But if this is where we depart, Virgo, thank you so much for joining me. I really hope this helped you and gave you more insight, clarity, and guidance in regards to whatever's going on in your love life at this time. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Virgo, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Virgo.